Now, please note this standard results. First one, let A, B, C are real numbers and ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Then what is the condition? Ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 means the expression is always positive for all x belongs to R. That means the graph is strictly above the x-axis. The function value is positive means the graph is strictly above the x-axis. It is possible when a greater than 0, graph upwards means a greater than 0, it never cuts the x-axis. That means delta less than 0. Let ABC belongs to R and ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Then a greater than 0 and delta less than 0. In the same way, if ABC belongs to R and ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 for all x belongs to R, then a less than 0 and delta less than 0. A less than 0 and delta less than 0. Suppose the expression is negative for all x belongs to R means the graph is strictly below the x-axis. The graph is strictly below the x-axis means a less than 0 and at the same time it never cuts the x-axis. That means delta less than 0. If the expression is positive for all x belongs to R, then a greater than 0 and delta less than 0. If the graph is strictly below the x-axis, that means expression is negative for all x belongs to R, then a less than 0 and delta less than 0. These are the main conditions. Next, third one. Let alpha comma beta are two real numbers. Let alpha comma beta are two real numbers such that alpha less than beta, then x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. Then what is the solution of this inequality? What are the solutions of this inequality? X minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. By using wavy curve method, we find the solution. Suppose this is the number line. Here alpha, beta. Start with plus, minus, plus. For negative value, the value of x lies in the interval alpha to beta. X minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0, that implies alpha less than x less than beta, or x belongs to open interval alpha to beta. Suppose x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0, that means positive. Positive means we take minus infinite to alpha union beta to infinite. That means x less than alpha or x greater than beta. That implies x belongs to minus infinite to alpha union beta to infinite. Similarly, alpha, beta, gamma are three real numbers such that alpha less than beta less than gamma. Then what are the solution of the inequality x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma less than 0 and at the same time greater than 0. In this case, we use wavy curve. First we draw the number line alpha, beta, gamma, plus, minus. Okay. What is the solution of this inequality? Negative means we get minus infinite to alpha union beta to gamma. Suppose x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma greater than 0, then x belongs to alpha to beta union gamma to infinite. In the same way, we find the number of solutions of the inequalities. Solutions of the inequalities. Next. Now we can do some problems. Now we can do some problems. First one. If the graph of the function y is equal to 16x square plus 8 of a plus 5 into x minus 7a minus 5 is strictly above the x-axis, then find the interval in which a lies. Is strictly above the x-axis. Strictly above the x-axis, then find the interval in which a lies. From the given, it is the quadratic expression, it is the parabola, and this graph is strictly above the x-axis. That means here x square coefficient a is equal to 16 positive, that means graph is upwards and it is strictly above the x-axis. That means graph is in this way. If the graph is strictly above the x-axis, then it never cuts the x-axis. That means it has imaginary roots. Imaginary roots means delta less than 0. Delta means b square minus 4ac less than 0. What is the value of b? 8 of a plus 5. 8 into a plus 5 whole square minus 4 into 16 into minus 7a minus 5 means plus 7a plus 5 less than 0. That implies 8 is the common term. A plus 5 whole square, 8 square means 64. 4 into 16 means 64. So 64 is the common term. A plus 5 whole square plus 7a plus 5 less than 0. That implies a square plus 10a plus 25 plus 7a plus 5 less than 0. That implies a square plus 17a plus 30 less than 0. After factorization, it can be reduced into a plus 2 into a plus 15 less than 0. 15 to 30, 15 plus 2, 17. That implies the roots of this value are minus 2, minus 15. That means that value lies in the interval minus 15 is less than a less than minus 2. A belongs to minus 15 to minus 2. It is the range of the A. In some cases, what are the possible integral values of A? In the question they asked, what are the possible integral values of A? The possible integers are minus 15 open, that means minus 14, minus 13, minus 12 up to minus 1. Minus 1 before term 0, before term minus 1. This means these are 14 values. 14 plus 2, that means 16. Number of possible integral values of A means 16. Number of possible integral values are 16. What is the greatest possible integral value? Out of this greatest possible integral value is minus 1. What is the least possible integral value of A means minus 14. Okay. Next. Second one. Find the maximum value of the quadratic expression minus 5x square plus 2x plus 3. What is the maximum value? Here the x square coefficient a is equal to minus 5, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 3. If a less than 0, then the graph is downwards. That means we get maximum value of the function. The maximum value of the function is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. So calculate that value. At which value of x we get maximum value? At x is equal to minus b by 2a, we get maximum value. For getting maximum value, what is the value of x means? X is equal to minus b by 2a. What is the maximum value means? 4ac minus b square by 4a. Next, in this case, the maximum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a, but minimum value goes to minus infinite. That means does not exist. Next. Hi students, welcome back to All Force e-learning online classes. Today we will discuss about the nature of the roots of the two quadratic equations. Nature of roots of two quadratic equations. Suppose delta 1 comma delta 2 are discriminants of the two quadratic equations p of x is equal to 0 and q of x is equal to 0, then the roots of the equation p of x into q of x is equal to 0, then the roots of the equation p of x into q of x is equal to 0 are in this way. If delta 1 plus delta 2 greater than or equal to 0, then this p of x into q of x is equal to 0. That means p of x is equal to 0 or q of x is equal to 0 having at least two real roots. At least two real roots. If delta 1 plus delta 2 less than 0, p of x is equal to 0 or q of x is equal to 0 having at least two imaginary roots. That means non-real complex roots. If delta 1 into delta 2 less than 0, then this equation having two real and two non-real complex roots. Next, if delta 1 delta 2 greater than 0, then this equation having four real roots or four non-real roots. Four real or four non-real complex roots. Now, first case. Here delta 1 plus delta 2 greater than or equal to 0. That means delta 1 is greater than 0. That means positive. Delta 2 is 0. That means positive plus 0 means it is greater than or equal to 0. Or positive plus positive. Or positive plus negative. Or negative plus positive. It is one of the possible cases. Suppose delta 1 is 5 and delta 2 is minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. It is greater than 0. One of the possible case. Minus plus. In this case, if delta 1 is greater than 0, we get two real and distant roots. If delta 2 is equal to 0, then we get two real roots, but they two are equal. Two real and equal roots. Two real and equal roots. Totally we get four roots. Out of these two are identical. Number of different roots means we get three roots. Next, if delta 1 is greater than 0, delta 2 is greater than 0, then we get two real, two real. But total four roots are real and distinct. We get four real roots. If delta 1 is greater than 0 and delta 2 less than 0, we get two real roots here. Delta 2 less than 0 means we get imaginary roots. That means finally we get only two real roots. Here also we get two real roots. Finally, this possibility or this possibility or this possibility are OR condition. Out of this, we get at least two real roots. If delta 1 plus delta 2 greater than or equal to 0, then p of x into q of x is equal to 0 having at least two real roots. Final conclusion of these all cases is we get only two real roots. At least two real roots. We get two or more than two, but at least two roots. This equation contains at least two roots. Next, second possibility. Delta 1 plus delta 2 less than 0. That means delta 1 plus delta 2 less than 0. That means delta 1 is negative, delta 2 is negative. Both are negative. Or positive negative, or negative positive, or negative 0, or 0 negative. All of these are possible cases. In this case, if delta 1 less than 0, delta 2 less than 0, then we get two imaginary roots, two imagine. Finally, we get four imaginary roots. Four imaginary roots. That means four non-real complex roots. Next, both are negative. Suppose delta 1 greater than 0, we get two real roots. Delta 2 less than 0, we get two imaginary roots. Two real, two imaginary roots. Next, here also two real, two imaginary roots. Here we get two imaginary roots, two real roots. Delta is equal to 0 means we get two real and equal roots. In this case, two real roots, two imaginary roots. By considering all these cases, here two imaginary roots, two imaginary roots, two imaginary roots, two imaginary. Four imaginary means at least two imaginary roots. In this case, delta 1 plus delta 2 less than 0, we get at least two imaginary roots. That means non-real complex roots. Okay, next, third possibility. Delta 1 into delta 2 less than 0. It is negative. Product of two values is negative and one is the positive and another is negative. That means plus minus or minus plus. Delta 1 greater than 0, delta 2 less than 0, or delta 1 less than 0, delta 2 greater than 0. In this case, we get two real and different roots, two imaginary roots. In this case, we get two real roots and two imaginary roots. Finally, we get two real roots and two non-real complex roots. Next, last one. Delta 1 into delta 2 greater than 0. Product of two real numbers is positive and both are positive or both are negative. That means delta 1 greater than 0, delta 2 greater than 0, or delta 1 less than 0, delta 2 less than 0. Or delta 1 greater than 0 means we get two real and distant roots, two real and distant roots. That means 4 are real. Next, here we get two imaginary, two imaginary. That means 4 real or 4 non-real complex roots. It is the nature of the roots of the two quadratic equations. Okay, next.